There's a lot of confusion between success and fame. My own evaluation and concept of success has not varied over the years. There are 8 things that
You have to do it yourself. No one is going to give it to you. No one is going to give it to you. And this doesn't mean you have to take from someone else. You have to build for yourself.
I talk to my kids about hard work and stuff. And I say, honey, you can either be the lion or you can be the gazelle. Nature needs both.
If you are facing a challenge, don't stop. Stay busy. Work your plan. Continue to do those things that you know that work for you after you have evaluated yourself in the situation. Continue to move. Stay busy, stay busy, stay busy. So you've got to activate the thinker in you. Don't allow your emotions to control you. We are emotional, but you want to begin to discipline your emotion. If you don't discipline and contain your emotions, they will use you.
The first step before anybody else in the world believes it is you have to believe it. There's no reason to have a plan B because it distracts from plan A.
Focus on you and only on you to become the best person you could be for others.
If you want to know what the best accelerator, the best pre-workout is for life, for your workouts, for everything, it's fear.
You can either live your dreams or live your fears. And I think the majority of people actually are not living their dreams, but are living their fears. So I want to ask you a question. What are your fears? What are you afraid of? What are you scared of? Because we all have fears, don't we? We all have something that's blocking us, that's holding us back.
Oh, you think darkness is your ally? You merely adopted the dark. I was born in it, molded by it. I didn't see the light until I was already a man. By then it was nothing to me but light. The shadows betray you because they belong to me.
And I promise you, every single person who wants to do something with their life and has done something with their life has gone through the exact chapter that you're going through. And it's the lonely chapter. It's the chapter where you don't fit in with your own friends, but you don't have the outcomes yet to fit into a new group of friends. And you're doing this thing, you're consuming content on the internet, you're doing these free tutorials online to try and figure out how to set up a podcast and where do I host this thing? And then you're going through this and you're like, is this even worth it? Because you have no signs of success, right? But if there's anything that you can take away from what we're saying right now is that the sign of success is the hate that you get along the way. And what you can't do is bend the knee to their hate and fit back into the conformity because it's comfortable and it's warm. Because like in the Matrix, when Trinity opens the door, when Neo's about to go take the red pill and he wants to get out of the car, she says, Neo, you've been down that road and you know exactly where it leads. And I know that's not where you want to be. And then he closes the door. Like right now, this moment that you're going through is Trinity opening the door and being like, you could go back, but then you'd have to remember exactly what the reason was that you decided not to go out to begin with, just because you listen to this podcast and you consume this content, you're like, I can fucking do more than this. Like, because you are starting to live in some of that hell where you look in the mirror and you're like, I can do more. And you start to see the person that you could be. And you're like, this does start to feel like hell.
I really don't have regrets. I am the person that says, as soon as you look back in your history and you come up with something that you feel like you want to change, something else has to change. Disappointment to me, to win, you got to lose. To be successful, you got to have something that's not successful. To be happy, you got to have disappointment. So I think all of those things have evolved and happened to make me who I am and understand the benefits and the privileges I have for being who I am.
To be successful at anything, the truth is, you don't have to be special. You just have to be what most people aren't. Consistent, determined, and willing to work for it. No shortcuts.
Ain't no elevator to the top. You got to take the stairs. The elevator don't go to the top, man. Not in the world of success. You got to take the stairs. Y'all got to start getting gritty, man. I hate it when I see young people wasting their time, wasting all this technology got. Just bull.
I'm not negotiating with myself.
Yeah.
The deal was already made. Deal was made. When I set out at the beginning of the summer and said, this is the training plan I'm doing, I signed that contract with myself. I'm doing it. Throughout that process, you'll start talking to yourself like, man, I think I need to, maybe if we, nope.
When you're nothing,
and change yourself into something like me, you call it happiness, peace, whatever the fuck you want to call it, people are missing exactly what went on with Dave Goggins. Why don't you smile? I do. But I figured something out. That's why you'll never hear me say I'm missing something. I found it years ago. You find it in the suck. You find it in the suck, and you find it repeatedly in the suck, to the point where you know exactly who you are. Most people are missing something because they don't know who they are.
If you don't protect what belongs to you, then sooner or later, it belongs to someone else. It goes for your land, your wallet, your home, your country, everything. It is your job as a man to protect it.
If you fall down and drop the weight on the floor, who cares? Who cares? But if you make it, I care. I want that. I want you to fail, and I want you to get up and do it again. The same thing in life is the same thing here. If you can do this, you can do anything. Anything. Right now, you're 5% away. 5% away from being a champion.
Well, the main thing is you have to try something. You have to do something, right? And of course, if you're full of doubt and insecurities, it's going to be very hard. And so what separates the person who is going to learn is on the way to success from somebody who won't will be that person who's 22, 23. They tries it. They do it. They take that job and they write that thing, or they do that, whatever it is that the other person maybe wouldn't try, because they're not afraid of failing, right? So a certain level of, you can't control that because some people are born that way. I don't know if they're born that way, but something about them in their DNA has given them that drive. Yeah. But if you don't have that drive, if you have your insecurities, understand pain is a very powerful motivating factor. But if you're 22 and you don't try something, you don't feel the pain.
Many dreams die while suffering. And many of us out here have suffered. And when you're suffering, I'm not talking about just physically. I'm talking about emotionally, spiritually. It could be a relationship. When you're suffering, you give up on the very things that you wanted the most. When I was going through pararescue, I wanted to be a pararescueman so bad. But that water haunted me. So when the suffering got too much, my dream died. Trust me at that. And I'm gonna end with this. Don't stop when you're tired. Stop when you're done.
It is hard. Life is hard. And you could either fold or you could get after it.
Life can be kind of difficult, right? You don't really know sometimes where you're headed. Nobody kind of gives you any kind of guidance in this world.
I always love showing you guys this type of stuff because I really want you to know that anything you can dream of is possible. It's not necessarily the house, but I wanted a life of friendship and fun and waking up and doing something I love every day, and that's what I get to do. Everyone talks about it in school. Like, everyone grows up saying, oh, imagine we all get a house together and we're YouTubers, but only like 0.1% of people actually do it. And it's really just about locking in and not accepting any other fate but what you want for yourself. No one sees the vision. Like, I knew it would go up, and I knew just be patient, and this is still just the beginning. I got a lot more dreams left to accomplish.
It's just amazing to see that he's done this. It's incredible that now it's his second home. Incredibly proud of Balin and all that he's achieved and accomplished. And he just keeps doing it. And what's amazing is all of these dreams that he has had, he manifests them and he makes them happen. So now when he tells me I'm gonna do this, this, and this, in my mind I'm like, okay, yeah, it's gonna happen. Where in the very beginning, you know, you're of course thinking it's gonna be a really hard thing to do.
A lot of you out there watching right now will then be in my shoes and be able to do the same stuff. Literally anyone can. And that doesn't necessarily have to be YouTube. That can be anything. Follow your dreams.
Get on your shit. Get your shit together, bro. I'm doing it. You can too. I want you out here with me, bro. I want to see you out here. I want to see you in them dunes right there. Pulling up, making the same motivation. You can do it. You sitting on your ass right now. Been to order Uber Eats, waiting, rolling up a blunt, talking about, oh, I'm gonna make a video tomorrow when I'm ready. Or I'm gonna make a video when I get 10,000 subscribers. Fuck the 10,000 subscribers. Post right now. How you gonna get there? How you gonna make this money if you don't start right now? People don't never get to see this. I know niggas back home that don't know Dubai. What the fuck is they only read about this in textbooks? I'm living shit I seen in textbooks, bruh. I never thought I've only read about this shit in textbooks in school, bro. My teacher would never think I'd be able to come out and see this shit, man. It's a blessing. It's a blessing, bro. And you guys can do that too. I promise you can. On everything I love, this shit is possible, bro.
The fear is never reaching your potential.
That's it.
That always falling short, always quitting before you're done, always procrastinating, always not doing the right thing. And then one day you're an old man.
Yep.
And you look back and go, God, I could have been great.
Yep.
I could have been great.
But of course, there's like times where like I literally like stare at my screen and like, well, I really want to click start streaming, and it's up to you. Like mentally, you got to be able to say, okay, no, take a break. You feel what I'm saying? Go relax. Or like, no, you're just being lazy. Like, come on, bro, you're just being lazy. I've done had times where I've done been lazy and been like, nah. But then when I do spark it, it ends up being like the craziest stream ever. Like that's the thing about streaming is like it could be that day, and you would never know like where some crazy shit would happen. Like there's always some crazy shit happening when I'm streaming.
Right, but you never know the day that you decide, you know what, fuck it, let me not do it.
Yeah.
You might have just lost out on one of the greatest moments.
Greatest moments ever.
I never forget one time I was running by a graveyard when I was fucking just trying to become, I was fat. And I ran by a graveyard and I looked out there and I have all these epiphanies, man. I have all these fucking moments of like, it's crazy, man, of just thought. Cause I'm always by myself. I'm always in deep fucking thought about how to be better. I look out there, I'm like, man, I wonder how many of you motherfuckers in there fucking just are so upset with how you lived your life and fucking just regret how you lived it. And I'm running a 300-pound man thinking, man, don't fucking die like this, bro. Don't die like this. So people wonder where this shit comes from me. It comes from such deep thought of trying to see what this is all about. What is this life all about? What am I all about? Why am I here? You know, I had to find purpose.
The thing is with me is I don't give up. I don't give a f. I don't give a shit what anybody says or what anybody thinks. I have this mindset. I know exactly who the f I am. I have my circle of people that I hang around with who know me and know what I'm about and whatever. And anybody else who doesn't like it or doesn't want it, fucking bad.
I mean, I'd like to believe I'm not, but I've just never seen any proof, so I just don't debate it anymore, you know? It's like, I could spend my whole life debating it over and over again, weighing the pros and cons, and in the end, I still wouldn't have any proof, so I just don't debate it anymore. It's absurd. It is if everyone dies alone. I don't want to be alone.
Obsession's gonna be talent every time. You got all the talent in the world, but are you obsessed? Is it all you ever think about? Let's face it, it's you against you out there. When you walk on that court, you have to think, I am the best guy out there. I don't care if LeBron's playing. So let me ask you again, do you love this game?
There is a difference between passion and obsession. When you're passionate, everybody cheers you on. They're stoked for you. Oh, you found your passion? Awesome. Follow your passion. Live with passion. Be passionate. Chase your passions. Everything. Like passion. Passion's good. Like the world's gonna be like, yay, passion. Right? When you're obsessed, they're like, why you gotta be so crazy? Why can't you be satisfied? Why do you always gotta get things so perfect? Why do you spend so much time here? When you're obsessed, people think you're nuts. So it's different. And it's like, I always tell people, if no one thinks you're crazy, you're not yet operating to the outer limits of your potential. You're not there yet.
It's easy to give up.
Hell
it's
yeah.
Easy. It's the easiest thing in the world to do. I'm done. I ain't going. I ain't gonna keep going.
Yeah,
I don't feel like going to work. I'm done.
Yeah, man.
It's easy. It's very easy. But what's hard is going, yo, yesterday I got nothing from working as hard as I could. Nothing happened from that. I'm gonna do the same thing again today, but I'm gonna try to go harder. That's the hardest thing in the world. To get up every day and give 100% and be in the same position that you were each day, but mentally know that you're trying and trying and trying. That's a real grind.
Shut that down. Do not listen to that little voice. Instead, go through the motions. Lift the weights, sprint the hill, work on the project, get out of bed. Now, as an overall rule, I do not like procrastination. You need to get things done.
What would have had to have happened in a week for you to look back on that week with pride? Okay, Maybe stop breaking promises to yourself. When you say, I'm going to wake up tomorrow at 7 a.m., and when the option comes to hit the snooze button, don't do it. There's one win that you've got for the day. That's action.
The path of the exceptional person is one of an exception, which means that you are not with other people. And rather than fighting that or bemoaning it, see it as an indicator that you're on the right path. Because if everyone else were cheering you on, then it means you're not in the right place, because it means you're just like everyone else, and that's not where you want to be.
When you were born, you are a phenomenon. You are unique. Your DNA has never occurred in the history of the universe, going back billions of years. It will never occur in the future. Your life experiences with your parents and everything that you experience in your early years going on up is unique. It's yours. You are one of a kind, right? So that is your source of power. To waste that is just the worst thing you can do in your life. And what the power is finding that uniqueness. What makes you you, and how you can mine that, and how you can go deep into it and use that to create a career path.
So just go and do it, try, learn from it. You'll fail at some things. That's a learning experience that you need so that you can take that on to the next experience. And don't let people who you may respect and who you believe know what they're talking about, don't let them tell you it can't be done. Because often they will tell you it can't be done, and it's just because they don't have the courage to try it.
These sort of cornerstones of, I think, classic masculinity are super, super important. But equally important is being kind, is being empathetic, is to stand up for somebody who has less rights than you, somebody who's being picked on, somebody who's being put into the corner, somebody who's just sad.
When it comes to like individuality, right? Yeah. What is a good way for people to start to get to know themselves? Does it make sense to you what I'm asking?
Yeah, it does. Well, I keep coming back to something that I tell a lot of people I think is very important, is the desire to know yourself.
If you cannot obtain from the world that which you really desire, you must teach yourself not to want it. If you cannot get what you want, you must teach yourself to want what you can get.
So people are very good at faking it. And you could be out there listening and go, yeah, I kind of want to know myself better. Okay, let me get online and get, they just forget about it because the other forces are stronger than that. You have to have a level, that if you're in recovery, a level of disgust. You have to hit bottom. Yeah. You have to go, I don't want to be like this anymore. I want to find out who I am. I want to touch that core of individuality that I know is still within me, that soul that I believe is still there.
This is like confession and atonement. It's the proper way to think about it, is you can think about what it is that you did wrong or insufficiently that led to the collapse of your plan. Right? So that's the first investigation, right? And I'm not trying to be flippant about this, because sometimes people's dreams are quite realistic and they still fail catastrophically. It can be brutal. Maybe you did make a lot of good decisions and you suddenly got ill, or someone in your family did, and everything went to hell on you. It doesn't have to be because you've done something cardinally foolish that you fail. It's built into the structure of the world. But it doesn't matter. You can also retreat into yourself and you can say something like, all right, I need to retool my conception of strategy, but also potentially my conception of goal. Maybe I'm looking in the wrong place. Maybe I have to look somewhere else.
You go back into your childhood and you go, what was it that made me so different, that was so weird about me? What was it that I was attracted to? As you go through that process, things will start coming up. It's like you're digging, you're excavating, like you're an archaeologist into your own past.
Yeah, it's like using a brush and brushing off. You see a little bit of bone, and then you're like, what other questions can I ask around here that might help me remove a little more dirt?
Yeah, and memories will come up, like your memory when you're 2 years old and your brother popping up his head. Things will start coming back to you. And you'll start connecting to who you were when you were young, and you're connecting to who you were as an adolescent.
What did I do that wasn't as good as it could have been, and where did I fail to look so that the probability of my failure was higher? Now, to ask that question, you have to want the answer. That's what it means to knock or to ask or to seek. This is no joke. It's like you have to want to know. And it's a very painful thing to do, because especially if you had given it your all to the degree you were able, and you have reason to be bitter, you're going to be searching for the errors that you still made. And discovering your own errors is always extremely painful.